Welcome to Flippin Property.
I find the deals
I manage the builders,
and I design the end result.
and together we create new homes in old walls.
Welcome to Flipping Property.
Is that Flippin Property or Flippin Property?
Bit of both, I think. We love flipping property, but sometimes it truly is flipping property.
Well, we finally made it to the end of this phase one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's turned out well,
It has.
even though you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I remember when you first showed me the site. It was in the middle of a village. It's a bungalow. It's surrounded by trees. I just didn't like it.
Here we are then.
Yeah.
Bet this will be one of our easier projects. In and out in 6 weeks.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Let's have a look. And then we saw the potential in the barn.
Yeah. And that was what really sold it to me. It was the whole plot, because we could do it as 2 projects effectively.
Yeah, I mean the bungalow's amazing.
Oh,
But the
absolutely.
barn's going to take it to the next level. I'm so excited about doing that.
I know. And it's something different for us too, because renovating the bungalow is something that we've done quite a lot in terms of house renovation, but actually doing a barn conversion is going to be the next step up. And there's all sorts of other issues we're going to have to deal with, like splitting title, splitting utilities that we're doing now. And that's joyous, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Luckily, Steve deals with all the utilities. I'm like,
Where I have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the bungalow.
yeah,
Do you remember we had the courtyard out there? We had to decide where to put the fence.
Yeah.
To split it off.
yeah, make it fair with the amount of gardens that's going to be for each property.
And did I get the fence in the right place?
No,
You were going to say that.
but it's close enough.
It's near enough and it looks amazing.
It does. It's a really good job actually. It looks really nice. It's a real secluded like little patio now.
Yeah. And we haven't touched the shed.
Good.
The previous owner was very, very adamant about not moving the shed.
Hedgehog rescue.
Yeah, we can't disturb the hedgehogs.
Yeah. And when we do the barn, we're not disturbing the hedgehogs either.
We're going to
Much.
relocate them.
No, we're not.
With sympathy, we're going to relocate them.
It's not happening.
We'll discuss that later.
There's nothing to discuss. You're not moving the hedgehogs. You've got to keep them safe.
Yeah, okay.
So back
So
to here.
when we came into that dingy hallway though, and
It was
we
so
hadn't
dark.
seen it for a while, had we?
No.
We'd seen it originally and then we came back and it was a few months later we came back when we'd got the keys.
Yeah, really dark, really dingy. Forgot how dark and dingy it was, and how challenging it would be to bring it up to being a nice, light, bright, modern home for someone.
That wallpaper,
The painted
Dingy.
wallpaper.
the dingy look was just enhanced by that awful wallpaper.
I know.
And that hospital sickly blue colour that they'd painted it, well, as far as they could reach.
Yeah.
They could only reach so far, they couldn't get all the way to the ceiling, remember?
These short people.
And the previous owner, bless him, he was so concerned about us turning the water on with the boiler that it would leak out where he'd loosened the valves on the radiators.
What water's that then? The water that we don't have. The water that we've not had, and we're still waiting for Yorkshire water.
It's on the way.
We didn't put that in our planning, did we?
No.
Well, utilities are always a challenge. Whatever project you do, utilities are always a challenge, but some more than others.
Yes, very true, very true. But more on that later.
Yeah, absolutely. So, remember walking round, that first look at the bathroom,
I do indeed.
that delightful pink bathroom with a corner bath?
Yeah, straight out of a skip.
No.
Yeah, I found out later they'd installed the bathroom suite. It was straight out of a skip.
And it looked like it.
And the only place for that toilet was back in a skip.
Absolutely. The only place for the whole suite was back in the skip.
It was disgusting.
And the tiles.
The tiles, everything about that bathroom was horrendous.
Yeah, and it was too big.
Way too big. Way too big for the size of the bungalow.
Yeah, it would have been fine if the bungalow had had more space for the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But bedroom space had been just shortened because of the amount of space given to the bathroom.
That's right. So that was the first wall we were going to take down, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, because it was going to be easy.
Yeah, we knocked on the walls, weren't they? They were stud walls, it was easy, just tap,
Yeah,
tap. Little did we
absolutely.
know what was to come.
Absolutely. Every wall,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
We can reconfigure this bungalow, dead simple.
Yeah, because we talked about the kitchen a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
We ummed and ahed as to how to do that, but it was a no-brainer to take the wall out between the kitchen and the dining room.
Yeah. The kitchen was quite small and there was no, well, all your utilities like washing machine, everything was in the kitchen.
Right, so you're going to take that wall out then?
Yeah, but I think it depends where we put the wall for the utility. So if we're going to put that door in the utility, then we need to build a wall across here, but it's how far we come this way,
Yeah.
and then we can work out what we do with the rest of the kitchen.
So about here then?
If we're going to take out this wall here as well, take out this wall,
Sound like Kirsty Allsop. Take this wall out, take this wall out.
we're just going to demolish it all.
Sake. Right, yeah, go on then. So we're taking that wall out and that wall now.
Because if we take this wall out as well, that'll open up to a kitchen diner.
Right, well let's...
If we take this wall out as well...
So where's the door going to go then? Because that's... I'm not
if we
sure...
move the door onto a corner, sort of across here...
What, on an angle?
Yeah, well, why not?
Because we don't do doors on angles.
Well, we do now.
Okay.
So if you put the door on an angle, it just opens up, it gives you more space.
Right, so what you're saying then, the breakfast bar's going to be there.
Yeah.
And then... So how much worktop do you think you're going to end up with? You've kind of got... Well, 2 metres?
Probably, because, I mean, you're going to have the ceramic hob. in
Yeah,
the middle
yeah,
of
because you're
that
going to have the hob in the middle.
hood.
But from... Yeah, okay.
So you
I
have from the
can
sink
see
to the
that.
hob, and then from the hob to the breakfast bar. And if
Yeah.
push comes to shove, if you're baking for like the third world, then you can use all of the breakfast bar as well.
True. Very true.
How dull that kitchen was.
Dingy.
Really dingy, and the cooker.
The cooker was horrendous, wasn't it?
I think they were making penicillin.
There was so much mould on the top of it and inside it's horrible. I can't believe they didn't get rid of it straight away.
Oh, I can't believe how bad it was when they ripped it out behind it.
Yeah, it was pretty grim.
Yeah, maybe they were keeping it for themselves. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So, do you remember like how we planned the kitchen? How essential it was. The sink is in front of the window.
When you say we planned the kitchen,
Me, obviously.
yes, that's what I was getting at.
Design, construction.
Yes, absolutely.
I know, but it is a kind of a dual thing. I tell you and you do it.
That's right.
It's teamwork.
Yes, boss. So door in the middle.
Yeah, because then in here, your wall's going to be here. So you're going to have a run of units there, keep the sink where it is. Or
Obviously.
potentially even make that a single basin and not put a drainer. And then you can move where you put a draining rack. And then you've got more room if you want to put more worktop.
So we've blown the budget already on the new wall and a washer dryer.
Well, yeah, but I think it's worthwhile. And then on this side, you've got a built-in fridge freezer and a tower oven unit. I know how I want it to look at the end. And then you just have to find a way to make that happen. And if there are any
Technical difficulties,
yeah,
I'll tell you.
no, you'll solve them. Find a way. As long as it looks right, because it has to be perfect.
As long as you give me the budget, it's not a problem.
That's a laugh. You're the one who's penny pinching. Yeah, but that's why I say if you just put a single basin sink in, you can then have like a draining rack that you put your dishes on, and you can move that, which gives you a bit extra worktop.
Okay.
And then your hob would go sort of part way along that worktop run, so it's central with the cooker hood.
Fine. Right, okay then. Yeah. Well, I take it we're getting rid of all the wall lights because they're bound to have. We need to sort the electrics out as well. So.
No, we can't keep the wall lights.
So we're going to have to move the centre light in here as well. So.
Yeah, and the ceiling
Well,
goes.
centre light, yeah, spotlights, fine.
Yeah, so spotlights, and then just have the hanging lights here,
Yeah.
and then you just have a dining table at that end.
So what? Just sort of here.
Yeah.
I suppose. But bar stools on there then.
Yeah, but the bar stools will go under the overhang, won't they?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And at least then when you're at the breakfast bar, you can look out the window.
Yeah. What did you think to my idea about taking the glass out and putting clear glass in?
Yeah. Well, I think we need to look at doing that or change the windows.
Change. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, you can say goodbye.
So we're having a new front door, new windows, granite worktops,
No, well,
spotlight, for my sake.
Yeah.
Never ending.
I know, but
So-
I think it will be worth it in the long run. So that wall still will come out. Smash that wall out.
And that bit by the entrance as
And a
well.
bit by
Change
the
all the door
entrance.
casings. Yeah. But we're leaving this one, aren't we? We're not blocking this off, are we?
I don't think so. I think just leave it open.
Okay.
And then have the lounge in here.
I'll have the lounge in here. That's a good idea. I like that. Taking that wall down, that was the right decision though. I completely agree with it. It's opened it up. It's amazing the space we've got.
Yeah. I mean, the plan really was to take quite a few walls down easily because they were all stud. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that in another day.
I think it was right as well, though, not to block up between the lounge and the dining room and keep it
Yeah,
open.
this open space is fantastic.
Yeah. And we're changing the windows. It's made it
The
so much
windows
brighter.
is amazing, the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to say though, I think there's about 18 windows we had to change.
18 windows in a single story, 2-bed bungalow. It seems an awful lot.
It's a lot of windows.
Yeah.
I agree.
Flippin' heck. Oh,
I don't think I factored that into the budget so well.
no, I don't think you did. Never mind, it'll all come out in the wash. So,
Yeah.
But it was the right decision. And
Yeah.
getting rid of the grills on the patio doors.
Yeah, the grills on there. That was bizarre. It's so private and secluded.
I know.
Why would anybody feel they needed grills?
Made it like strange way. But at least they were decorative.
Yeah, but so much light floods in now.
I know.
It's
So
amazing.
much better. So much better. It's like, it's like a different house.
I have to remind you about the fireplace. It had to
I
go.
didn't mind the fireplace.
It had to go. It had to go. It had no place in a modern looking house like this.
No, you're right, but I don't like demolishing and losing things like that.
We kept the marble.
Yeah.
We can use the marble elsewhere.
And that's a good decision.
Yeah. Yeah. That will come in somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And the new one's nice.
Yes.
It's a bit more appropriate size-wise.
Yeah, it works well in this room.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and the colour scheme's gone well.
Yeah, I love the colour on the chimney breast.
Yeah,
That was inspirational.
yeah.
And
I found it challenging though. I found doing this bungalow challenging because,
I think we both did, for different reasons.
well, for different reasons, but design-wise, who's the target market? That was the difficulty. Most of what we've done before have been 2-3 bed houses that you know is going to be for first-time buyers or young family, and you kind of understand what they're looking for, what design they want, and how it needs to work functionally. Here, yeah, a 2-bed bungalow, is it appealing to older people? Is it appealing to downsizers, professional couple, even a young family? And trying
All
to
of the above.
all of the above, and trying to get design that suited all of those sectors.
Could be a young, trendy couple like us.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Is it young? Is it trendy?
Both.
We are a couple. I'd live here.
I would.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. So much so that we're actually putting the same wallpaper in our own house at home.
That's only because we had leftovers.
It's because we love it.
I think the new owner of this place is going to be absolutely blown away, though.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be really quiet, really peaceful.
Apart from
People
clearing up after themselves.
That is related to the project, though, because it's finished.
It's all done, apart from a pile of rubble that's going right now.
So, apologies for the noise. It is the final thing, though.
Yeah, sure.
So, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.
And look out for the next episode where we'll be ripping out.
It's demo day.
I'm Steve.
I'm Jackie.
If we can do it,
you can do it too.
go for it.
I'm not using that. I want something proper for the job. Right then.
Let me get out of the bloody way.
You know it. I like that. Oh. Ah! Oh! One down. 1, 2, 3, go! Nobody wants this side.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing is stick it to the log burner.